I am 6 feet 2 inches. And finding the right adventure bike almost ruined my riding career. Here's what actually works for tall riders in 2026. I genuinely mean that. There was a stretch of time where I was sitting on bike after bike in showrooms, test riding everything I could get my hands on, and walking away each time with the same quiet frustration. Everything felt wrong. Knees crowding the tank, bars pulling my shoulders forward and down, lower back tightening up before I'd even finished a morning ride. And the worst part? Nobody in the industry was really talking about it. Reviews were written for riders who didn't share my dimensions. Recommendations were built around averages that didn't include me. If you're over 6 feet, you already know this problem. You felt it on every bike. You've sat on that wasn't built with your body in mind. And you've learned to smile through it while mentally calculating how much it's going to cost to make the bike actually fit. The thing is, tall riders aren't rare. We're just consistently underserved. The average adventure bike is ergonomically designed around a rider somewhere between 5'8" and 5'10", which sounds like a small difference until you're 6'2", with a long inseam and your knees are bent at an angle that belongs in a yoga class rather than on a mountain trail. The handlebar reach that puts a shorter rider in a perfect neutral position puts a tall rider in a forward hunch that compresses the lower back and loads the wrists. After 2 hours, that's uncomfortable. After 6 hours, it's a genuine physical problem. And long-distance fatigue for tall riders isn't just tiredness. It's structural. Your body is working against the bike's geometry all day. And eventually, the geometry wins. But here's what I found after years of getting this wrong. There are 5 adventure bikes available right now in 2026 that actually solve this. Not with aftermarket fixes or compromise, but from the factory. Each one works differently. Each one suits a different kind of riding. And knowing which one matches your style might be the most useful thing this channel has ever done for you. Number 1. Yamaha Ténéré 700 World Raid. The World Raid variant does something the standard Tenere doesn't quite manage. It puts a tall rider in a position that feels genuinely natural both seated and standing. The seat height clears 870 millimeters. The handlebar position is higher and wider than the base model. And the overall riding triangle gives longer legs the room they need without demanding you fold yourself onto the bike. What makes this machine special for tall riders, though, is the standing position. On rough terrain, when you rise off the seat and let the suspension work beneath you, everything lines up, weight over the axles, bars at the right height, feet directly below the hips. That is rare at this displacement and this price. The honest downside is the technology package. If you want cornering ABS, multiple riding modes, and a fully connected display, the World Raid's minimal electronics will feel like a step backward compared to what's available nearby. But if you want a machine that physically fits you and genuinely goes where you point it, this is one of the most honest choices on this entire list. Number 2. KTM 890 Adventure R. This is a completely different energy, where the Tenere is measured and composed. The KTM 890 Adventure R is immediate, aggressive, and demanding in the best possible way. The adjustable seat height is the feature tall riders need to pay attention to. In the high position, it reaches past 900 millimeters, and combined with the wide rally-style handlebar sweep, you are in a commanding stance that feels purpose-built for someone with your proportions. This is where most bikes fail tall riders. They offer adjustability on paper, but the range isn't wide enough to actually change anything meaningful. The 890R is a genuine exception. The WP suspension is extraordinary, long travel and communicative, telling you exactly what the terrain is doing without overwhelming you with information. The trade-off is real. This machine is physically demanding over very long touring days. It rewards fitness and experience. If your riding leans toward performance and serious trail work, nothing at this price comes close. If you're planning 600-kilometer tarmac days, you'll feel the compromise. Number 3. BMW F 900 GS. This one surprised me more than any other bike on this list. The BMW F 900 GS shouldn't work as well as it does for tall riders. It looks like a mid-range machine that would demand the usual ergonomic compromises. But the combination of factory handlebar riser options, a generous seat height, and a windscreen tall enough to actually deflect air at a 6-foot-plus rider's chest height creates a package that fits without modification in a way that more expensive machines don't always manage. The parallel twin engine is smooth and refined, and long-distance days on the F 900 GS are genuinely comfortable rather than survivable. This is the touring first choice on this list, the machine you choose when your adventure involves distance more than difficulty. Off-road, it's honest rather than inspiring. Gravel roads and forest tracks are well within its capability, but challenging single track will remind you that this isn't where the bike was optimized. Number 4. Honda Africa Twin. The Africa Twin needs less introduction than any machine here, and for tall riders it earns its reputation honestly. Honda has spent decades refining the geometry of this motorcycle, and the result is a riding triangle that gives taller riders genuine room to shift position over a long ride, room to stand comfortably, room to feel like the bike was made for a body like yours, rather than adjusted to tolerate it. The seat is wide enough that you're not perched uncomfortably for 8 hours, and the DCT option removes the clutch lever from the equation entirely, which for tall riders doing technical off-road work means both hands stay where they need to be when the terrain gets serious. One honest observation, for riders above 6'3", the handlebar reach can feel slightly close. Aftermarket risers address it cleanly, but it's a step the other bikes on this list don't typically require. Number 5. Aprilia Tuareg 660. The Tuareg 660 is the wild card, and for tall riders whose priority is off-road performance above everything else, it might be the most complete answer on this entire list. The rally-derived geometry places you in a standing position that feels almost designed for someone tall. Weight forward naturally, bars at the right height, the whole chassis encouraging you to ride it actively rather than sit on it passively. Under 187 kilograms means your body isn't fighting the machine on rough terrain. The 80 horsepower is accessible and linear, not just impressive in a straight line. The honest trade-off is touring comfort over very long days. The seat is firm and the wind protection is minimal. This is not the machine for someone who wants to cover 500 kilometers of highway and arrive fresh. It is absolutely the machine for someone who wants to cover 200 kilometers of the most interesting terrain they can find. Here's how I'd help you choose between all 5. If long-distance touring is your priority and you want a machine that fits you from the factory without compromise, the Africa Twin or the BMW F 900 GS are the answer. The Africa Twin if you also want genuine off-road confidence. The BMW if refinement and comfort are the deciding factors. If technical off-road riding is where you spend most of your time, the KTM 890R or the Tuareg 660 will reward you in ways the other 3 won't. The KTM if you want power and adjustment range, the Tuareg if you want lightness and directness, and if you want the most balanced mix of trail capability and real-world usability at a price that still makes sense. The Tenere 700 World Raid is still one of the most honest purchases in adventure motorcycling. The right bike for a tall rider isn't always the one with the highest seat. It's the one that stops making you compensate for it. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your height in the comments. Tell me which bike from this list speaks to you. And if you've already been riding as a taller rider, share what you found, because that conversation is genuinely useful for everyone here who's still figuring it out. Subscribe to Rider Pro for the full deep dive reviews of each of these machines, because for tall riders specifically, there is a lot more worth saying about every single one of them. Warning disclaimer. This script is produced for informational and entertainment purposes only. Seat height figures, ergonomic observations, and riding experience descriptions are based on publicly available specifications, community rider feedback, and creative interpretation. Individual fit varies significantly based on rider body proportions. Always conduct a personal test ride before purchasing. Rider Pro holds no affiliation with any manufacturer mentioned.